Hello! I don't know why I always need to do like a big wave when I start the Flosstube, but I don't know. I'm excited. I'm excited to be here. I'm excited to see all of you, so I guess that's why. The stitcher in the hoodie is back. My face is still already pink. It's been quite humid here for a couple of days. So I certainly don't need a hoodie on. But I don't know. Just felt like it. Just felt like it today. So it'll be Stitcher in a hoodie. Anyway, so lovely to see you. Welcome to another Flosstube episode. I don't even know which number this is, so we'll check that when it's time to upload. And wow, it's amazing how the head just like goes empty when you're trying to think all those things that you need to say, and it's like, yeah. There's always so much going on in my head. I mean, you all know that. I think you have watched enough many episodes to know that. And oh my goodness, especially like before doing the last Flosstube, I was feeling pretty awful. I think since then, been up and down as I always am. But I think today I'm feeling all right. Because therefore I thought I would do a Flosstube. I'm sure you have already noticed that this one is shorter than my usual Flosstubes. I just really felt like just wrapping up February and then starting March like fresh. And I'm still struggling to get some filming done. Bad, love it, bad. I don't really know why it is. I just somehow just don't grab the camera when it's time to start working on a new whip, or even when I put it away, or do I just always think that maybe I'll work on this other thing first and then I'll film. Well, I think while the Olympics were on, there was a lot going on with whip-wise. I feel like I was working on many things. I was swapping them a lot. And sometimes it just feels like, is it going to be too much if I film it every time? Did I hear you just say no? Because that's what I think the answer is going to be, that it's not too much. I don't know. Maybe 2026 is the era of just bigger catch-ups, showing few whips at a time, like what I've done. But I've always enjoyed showing when I start stitching. Like, what does it look like before I start working on it? And again, I have also like those daily ones that, I don't know, maybe it just all just makes it more confusing for me. And then in my head, because this head is full of spaghetti at all times, it's just like non-stop confusion and anxiety and whatnot. So maybe it just then gets even muddier and all messy. I don't know. But I'm here anyway now. And I don't know why the light and the color is looking all weird at the moment. Anyway. Thank you so very much for watching my last video. It ended up being like mega long. I don't know how it happens. Thank you so very much for the incredibly kind comments. They were just so wonderful. Of course, I haven't replied to all of them yet, but that comes as a surprise to no one. I will get there. I will get there. I need to just make some effort and make a plan and sort myself a bit. But that is always the plan. And oh my goodness, thank you so much. The wonderful stitchers who use the thank you button. Oh, thank you so very much. Just can't thank you enough. Always just absolutely the most amazing surprise when I see that someone uses it. It's like, wow, thank you so kindly. So what about today? And today is 2nd of March. So it's like today I have to get this video done so that I can get on with like just March stuff. Can you believe that for this video I only had filmed 8 little, okay, some are like 20 minutes, but I still call them little videos. So not so many. Someone's been very slack. But yeah, the Olympics got me extremely tired. Wow. So tired. But yeah, it was so exciting. It was so exciting anyway. And since the Olympics finished, I feel like I've kind of been settling back to like normal life, normal stitching, and then getting excited about March stitching. I really like writing those stitchy plans that I do in my notebook. Of course, I'll show them at the end, the March one. But I think I'm just gonna send you off to watch all those videos that I did manage to film. I feel like talk a lot about medals, Olympics, the winter quail, the chamomile cat. They seem to be the hot topics. And for those who enjoy it, seemed like there was plenty of bird sound, like bird chatter in the background, at least of some of the videos. I feel like while I've been watching those videos, there hasn't been much sound, but now all of a sudden I'm starting to film and they are out there. Do they know that I'm filming and they just want to say hello to like cousins in different countries? I think that could be possible. Anyway, I'll let you go. Let's get watching, and then we'll come back here, meet again, and I will need to give like a major catch up on what I've stitched and what's happened and whatnot. I'm sure I'll forget everything, but I'll tell you about all the things I remember. See you soon. Hello. God, it is always so exciting to start filming that very first video for the next Flosstube video. I think it always feels really good when I get another Flosstube video done, especially lately because I've been struggling with them so much. But here we are again, because more stitching is still happening. So I mean, we've got to keep filming and keep it up. And oh my gosh, I feel like this looks so terrible. Please don't look at the stitches too closely. They're not looking so super. So here is, of course, Lakeside Village. I'm like, how high do I need to lift it up? There we go. Today is Thursday, the 19th of February. I haven't done today's stitches on this yet, but I did do yesterday. I filled up some more of the half stitches because I think this is where the because you remember I'm working on this like quarter slices of the pattern. So yeah, I was filling it up. So the whole bottom is done. Gosh, this keeps... Stop concentrating on my hand. I also did a little bit of backstitching. There was like a line there. And then a little bit here, the tree and the building. Couldn't go all the way up because I need to fill these areas. So these are the next areas to fill. So actually today I need to take it off the Q-snap and go up top and work on that area now, since the bottom is done. And after the top is done, I get to move to the right to the next slice. That is very exciting. Let me just have a quick look at the stats. It is now at 22.18%, and I now have under 30,000 stitches. Still so many. And in this slice, I have 259 stitches left, which are all half stitches or back stitching. Well, okay, there are French knots, but I'm not going to do those until at the very end, when all the other stitching is already done. Then next, my Olympics project after finishing the woolly jumpers. Whee, here it is. Can we catch... Look at that sparkle. You can definitely see the sparkle on this fabric. So I have made lots more progress here. The great thing was that I finally got to just like fill in here what was missing, because I had done some of the other ones. So finally got to do some bit easier feeling stitching, and I did all of these stitches here because they were sort of easier to add. The funny bee got back stitching. It's such a weird looking bee. It looks so funny. I'm loving it that there's some back stitching. I did do a little bit of back stitching for that, but it still has needs a couple more stitches there so that I can go all around it. But the back stitching was this one. Oh my gosh, so unbelievably fiddly, like super fiddly. So, but yeah, it'll be nice to get that one finished too. I'm also keen to finish the back stitching for the flower, but there's only a tiny bit missing. I think like a black thread there or something else like that. I'm still feeling super happy. Well, let's have a look at the both. Still super happy that I did pick this to work on now. Because if I hadn't picked it for like 100 a day, I think I would be very, very stuck this one for a lot longer time than I will be now. It really has been quite the struggle. I know it's gonna get into struggle again once I start stitching this area because there's nothing yet. But I am just super happy with the progress. I'd like to make the connection here. I think that'll make me happy. So there's one flower coming up there. There will be another one somewhere here. So that'll be nice to stitch because that'll be like an anchor then for figuring out where to do all the half stitches. So there we go. It looks so cute. Like, it's been difficult, but it's gonna be worth it at the end. Then, of course, I've been working on the winter quail. Wow! So much progress on this one. That is just so adorable, this needle minder, isn't it? Oh my god. It is so nice now. And last night, like, I was unbelievably tired last night, but I couldn't fall asleep because I was nervous I'll miss Biathlon, like somehow manage to miss it if I fall asleep. So I was sitting at my desk. I feel like my eyes were like half closed. I was watching Inspector Lindley again. And yeah, my eyes half closed. I was just working on this. I was determined to finish this brown color. So stitch it all the way to the end. And then grab the, I think it's 3866 is that color. It's not actually white. And just started filling up. Because I didn't have to, you know, count or anything. So I only have these 4 bits to fill with that, and that's another color done. Then I just have this brown, which of course goes all the way here. I think it goes on this side of this brown as well. So not my happiest area, blocky there, but still, you know, it won't be that much left anymore. And then it will be time to do the scarf. I have the silk waiting. It is such pretty color silk. I am quite looking forward to using it. I'll just have to figure out how to do the scarf. So, but yeah, I'm really excited to use that. Quail will get such a pretty scarf. I still need to look if I have something suitable and sparkly so I could put a bit of sparkle on these berries, but whether I do or don't, I mean, it still looks nice anyway, even like as it is. I think my favorite part is still the quail's head. It just somehow just looks so lovely, the way it's looking backwards there, and really like the shape of it, and looks really good. And I'm finally feeling like super comfortable with my fabric choice, that it was perfectly fine. Because I have been doubting myself so much. Yeah, as usual. Yeah, I really, really, really like it. So I think, like, during, oops. For the Olympics, there are 3 more days of biathlon. Actually, I did already today's stitches for that. So there's 2 more days. So that's another 200 stitches this, if I don't stitch this otherwise. I mean, it'll be really hard to not to. But yeah, those will really help. So this will get finished either this month or next month. I'm not at all stressed about when. It happens when it happens. But yeah, I got those 2 days, and if there are any more bronze medals, that will be another one. Because this one got yet another bronze medals worth of stitches, because Finland got a 2nd medal at Nordic combined. Gosh, it was amazing. Oh, I was so happy. So happy. I really need to check though that Australia hasn't received more medals, because I keep following more Finland. Australia is in a little bit different kind of things that I might not always watch. So I better check if I need to do any extra stitching on any of my 3 whips for the medals challenge. And then what else? Doing a good catching up now today. I mean, it's 1:30 because I woke up like an hour ago. Had to have a morning nap because I was so tired. Oh, because of course I was up half the night. And this morning I was going to get up to watch ice hockey, but I didn't dare to then. I woke up and I checked the results, and it was still ongoing. Like, 3rd period was starting. Finland was losing 2-0 to Switzerland. I thought, okay, this is not going well. And then we had to go to the supermarket to get some food for our little Daisy. And I thought, okay, check it how it ended. Finland won. I can't believe it. Unbelievable. So now in the semi-finals, Finland is playing Canada. Slovakia is playing USA. Tough matches ahead. Okay, but I want to show you something special. Okay, come on. Need needles sticking to. Here we go. I received these yesterday. Oh my gosh! An anonymous person, lovely friend, had bought these for me from Charlie Feathers, and so she sent them to me. Oh my gosh, I love them. I love them so much. Like I get the giggles every time I see this hedgehog. He is so adorable. I just can't even take it. Oh, concentrate, phone. Yeah, it is so adorable. Absolutely love it. Why doesn't it want to look at it closer? Shame on you, phone. And here is the trio of these are like mini minders. Like you can use them as needle minders, but these are designed more to like hold extra fabric if you want to hold it onto your, like around your key snap or something like that. So I can't wait to try these. They are so cute. So cute. Oh god, I love these little pink cheeks there. So now I need to figure out which whip will benefit from having these on it. Oh gosh, so adorable. I forgot to show in the last video, so I'm gonna show this time, because I was very kindly gifted a couple of patterns. Yes. And it was the lovely Charlie Feathers who gave these to me. Here is the first one. Isn't that gorgeous? And the fun, and look at those seagulls. Oh, but I should like this. Gosh, so amazing. So you can actually buy this pattern with either a dog or a cat. No, I think you actually get both options, so you can then just stitch which one you want. So I've got the one with the cat here. I think this would be a very nice stitch. All the sky is half stitches, then it starts getting full stitches here, and some of the water is half stitches, mostly full crosses. So cute. And then she also got me this one. It's like from the same series, from the same designer. So here you got the dog, but then you get to choose whether you have the cat as well or not. So of course I have it there. But look at these seagulls. Oh my goodness. Oh, they're just so funny. I think this will also be really, really fun to stitch. I need to just keep finishing things so I can start. I have such fun patterns waiting, and really nice gifted ones as well that I want to stitch. Then I was showing oh, I got here actually. Here's the dog one. There you go. So I was showing one of the lovely stitches at the Stitchy meetup. Some cat patterns on my bobbin, and I was telling her that I was absolutely loving this one. It's a brand new one there, and she got that one for me. I mean, look at that. That massive cheese the big belly and the tiniest little front paws. Oh my gosh. And I think this one had like just over 6,000 stitches. So it's not going to be, you know, impossible to stitch or a huge one. Really nice colors to work with. Except for some of the browns here, but you know, it's only a smaller area here. I think the name of this was Cat and Crow. But yeah, it's absolutely adorable. Absolutely adorable. So there we go. Ah, all the percentages are still so small. I wish they were all over like 50%. Would be so fantastic. I'm actually looking forward to now the well, I'm not looking forward to the Olympics finishing in a way, but on the other hand, it'll be good because I get to make some new stitchy plans then. I'll be working a lot on the Olympics related challenges. Oh my gosh, I still have, for the decathlon challenge, I think I still have 3 more things that I need to do 300 stitches on, so I better get that done. But yeah, I'm gonna then look at which whips are sort of nicely heading to be finished, and I think I might try and work on those in March. And I really need to work on my Etsy's, my bobbin pattern so that I could get that finished and get a new one picked from the box. That would be very exciting. Okay, I think that's it for now. I'm like, what am I gonna actually stitch now? I think I'm gonna take out no, I'm gonna be a good girl. I'm gonna move the fabric for the dimensions so that that is in the right place and ready to be worked on when I so feel like. Then I'm gonna grab the remaining whips for the decathlon challenge and see if I can get at least one of those done today. The 300 stitches on it, that is. Okay. That sounds like a great plan. See you later. Okay, I just put some whips on Q-snaps that I still need to work on, like I said I was going to. I checked the current medal tally, and Australia had managed to get another silver medal. I didn't watch the end. I watched some of the women's aerials, just the qualifying yesterday, but didn't watch the final. But yeah, here we go. Get to work on Moomin again, so that I'll get 200 stitches. And I thought I'd show, here is what the Moomin looks like. And of course that is the area I'm concentrating at the moment, the quarter. So I'm gonna just work on white and where is it, that blue. That seemed to be enough for 200 stitches. So that is ready. Then I have, well, let's just look for it here, because I did, wait, whips. So it is First Snow, and of course again the quarter that I'm finishing first. The fun thing is I get to just do backstitching. That's all I need to do for that quarter. Yes, I am going to enjoy it very much. Get some more trees, even though like I already have some trees. I'm like, what do I have left to do there? But I guess I do have enough, because here it is on the Q-snap, waiting to be worked on. Quite looking forward to being stuck in this one, because it hasn't been worked on for a little bit, and this is very strong contender for Biathlon piece next year, if it next season I should say, if it hasn't been finished by then. And the third and last whip I need to work on, come on, come on, is the Wonderful North, which is kit by RTO. And yes, again, there is the quarter I'm going to work on. The bummer thing is I haven't done, I think, any of this backgroundy thing. I've done the some of this bit, and I think I've done all these trees here. So there's quite a bit to do. We'll see. So 300 stitches, and look, my new needle winder is finally gonna get used. I shouldn't say finally, I mean only just received it. Yeah, I really want some more progress on that. I want to start seeing some of those nicer colors, because like this part is like the more woolly part. I want some of those prettier greens here. So for the 300 stitches, it's like, do I just go up here and start working on the boring background, or take turns, do a strand or two, then come back like down here to work on this for a little bit? I think that's probably something I'll do. Sounds like my kind of plan. So there we go. 15 minutes to Olympics starting. I think for the first part I'm just going to sit on the couch and in my green chair and watch this. I'm not going to do any stitching yet. But the nice thing is I've got this ready. I got my threads ready, so I can stitch whenever. Yeah, that's good. Good morning, Friday, February 20th. No, there's no progress on this one yet. I'm just saying hello. Good morning. But how cute is that though? Right? I just had to put it standing there. Yeah, so it's not 8 o'clock yet. It's yet 20 to 8. And I'm about to start stitching. I've scribbled down my stitchy plan for the day. Actually, I wrote it last night because I still had the first snow. But I did those stitches last night, so I'm going to show that anyway soon. So Finland got another medal last night for silver from Nordic Combined. Oh, we were so close to gold, but it wasn't to be. So very happy with the silver though. Yes, I got 2 lots of the Moomin to stitch. Then Wonderful North is my last one for the Decathlon challenge, so 300 stitches on that. Then my daily ones, Chamomile Cat and Dimensions, 100 on each. But I decided I would start with the Moomin and do the 200 stitches, and then think about which one to stitch next. I reckon it'll either be another lot of Moomin, but most likely Chamomile Cat. I think it will be the next. And Dimensions, just to get my daily ones out of the way. But let's see. Here is first snow. Yeah, so I finished the quarter, did the rest of the backstitching that was to do there, then moved to the bottom quarter, and yeah, just started working on those bits. Just went to the left, because this half stitch was the leftmost thing to do, so I just did that and did that everywhere, and just then grabbed a color and went with it. It's nice because I can now stitch anywhere in the quarter because I got things to count from. So that's nice and easy. Gosh, why does it look so weird? But there you go anyway. So let's get stitching the Moomin now. Woohoo! I got some stitching done. I've done both lots of the medals stitching, so 400 stitches altogether. And as you can see, I even got to do a bit of backstitching. Of course, the moomin still needs to be properly surrounded by other stitches before I get to do most of the backstitching, but I did what I could. And I mainly worked anyway on this side, some of these blues and some of the full crosses in white, which is, I guess, the steam coming from his mug of hot chocolate. I think that's what it is. It's looking really nice. And I found out that I have 2 seasons of Midsummer Murders that I haven't watched, so I am very excited. I just finished watching the first episode and I'm now on to the second one. So I'm gonna put Moomin away now and grab the next thing to work on. I reckon I'll do 100 stitches on Chamomile Cat next. Oh dear, what is it? Saturday night. Gosh, only 2 days of the Olympics left. I can't believe it. It feels really strange. It's like, in one way, I'm really going to miss watching them. On the other hand, I'm ready to get back to like normal stitchy life. So just a little update from yesterday. So I worked a bit more on this top part, and now it's just this little area here to finish, which will actually happen today. I just haven't had the chance to work on it yet. I don't know, today has just disappeared. I did a tiny bit of backstitching, like this here needed to be backstitched. And what was the other thing? Oh, I think it was just like the bit of the roof. There was like one strand of white. And yeah, then it's just been the half stitches. Yeah, I finished the blue and now I'm just onto the green to fill it up. It'll be really exciting to get to move the fabric, even though I'm not looking forward to stitching the very top bit. that blue. That needs to be done. Okay, so then another update on the cat, the chamomile cat. I think I did some of the half stitches here with one color and started adding some more of these white stitches here and moved the fabric that way as well because I could. And because I like it that I can now see more of the cat and I can work on some more of the cat as well if I so wish. Oh, I'm so happy that it's looking good. So I just have today and tomorrow, and then the Olympics challenge of 100 stitches a day throughout the Olympics is done. So happy. Oh yeah, I did the half stitches all the way here. Nice to start sort of connecting the 2 parts. It really looks so cute. I have to show again that bee. Look at that. So gorgeous. And you remember one of my Olympics challenges was to put 300 stitches on 10 different whips. And this was the very last one, the Wonderful North by RTO. I did a little bit of the half stitches here, but oh, it's so boring. I couldn't bring myself to do any more. So then I just pretty much did like random colors, nice greens and a bit of blues, and I did a little bit here as well. And all of a sudden it was 300 stitches done. Doesn't look like there's much progress at all, but I did the 300. I promise. So going to put this one away now. I still need to do my daily stitchings today, so I don't know. I'm kind of wanting to leave both dimensions and the chamomile cat till tomorrow and do 200 on each. And where is my and just work on the quail a bit tonight. because I need to do 100 for today and 100 for tomorrow. And yeah, I really want to do it so I can finish this color and start getting on with the brown. Maybe getting closer to a finish. I don't know, we'll see. We'll see. But yeah, it does feel really good though. We'll see what happens. Do I say that at the end of every video now? I feel like I kind of do. Yeah, I need to think about that. So, Sunday morning, 22nd of February, 6:45. Guess who feels like an idiot? Yeah, I do. I haven't done my 500 stitches on this. I thought that it starts on the 26th, but that's the next fortnight. I haven't done the one that I need to do between February 12th and February 25th. Oh, thank goodness it's at least 22nd today, so I've got time. Oh, what an idiot. I mean, I have my February stitching thing here next to me. Clearly says there, haven't ticked it. Oh, an idiot. Just all of a sudden just went to look and I thought, uh-oh. So I've gotten it out. Really need to get on with my 500 stitches on this. Oh my god. Oh no. Well, I'll certainly get out the green for the leaf. And then what I need for the pumpkin, I think that's what I'm going to go with. I think I'm also going to finish the birds, just do the beak. I think it's like one stitch probably. Oh, what an idiot. Okay, better get on with it. Better get on with it. Oh my gosh. Here I am, the shower champion. The shower. Yes, I'm still celebrating it whenever that happens because it's such a good thing when it happens. Now, like, what did I show this morning, and what was I going to show now? Right, I filmed that I had forgotten to do the fortnightly 500 stitches on the Moth Dance Autumn by Tralala. There it is. And I panicked a little bit because 500 stitches on this one, it feels like it would take a week to stitch. That's how it always feels like. I managed to do it already. I am so happy. I was watching Midsummer Murders to catch up, and that was such good company that I got the stitching done. Oh, I'm so happy because the next fortnight starts on the 26th. Is that Wednesday or no, that's a Thursday. So I can have a little breather for a few days and then I'll do the next lot. And I kind of feel ready for the next bit, so that's good. Here it is. So, like I said, I did the beaks for the birds, filled up that heart, then stitched the pumpkin and this swirl. Then I went up to the leaf and just started working a little bit more on that. Oh, so boring, that big leaf. But the nice thing is there is not much of that leaf left. It goes like a little bit upwards. There's a bird here. And then there's 3 more swirls like these two. there, and then the outside border. That will not be so great. So I think it has at least two 500 stitch lots left still. So won't get finished just yet, but it should get finished sometime in March though. I like the sound of that. I like the sound of that very much. So I'm still wondering what the thing in the corner is. That thing. I mean, it looks a little bit weird. Almost looks like a hot air balloon when you look at it. Some bit, but it doesn't, like, I don't know. Because on the pattern, let's see if I can. That's how it shows on the pattern. So it's like, what is that? I have no idea what it is. Kind of feel like leaving it out. I think I'll leave it out. I don't know, it's just a bit weird there. So then, did I already say Finland got bronze medal for men's ice hockey? So I had to do yet another bronze medals on the quail. I also moved it a bit because the brown goes a bit further that way and I didn't have space then the way with the fabric was on the Q-snap earlier. Yeah, so I worked on this bottom bit and then went back here. Now I was just watching a TV show or something, thought I'd do the top bit. I'm gonna go all the way to the end, so then I can just fill it up whenever, don't have to look at the pattern. And after that's filled, it's time for the scarf. Whoa, another one that is close to finish. But I haven't done my dimension stitches today or yesterday, so I don't have that to show. Just not feeling it today. Obviously wasn't feeling it yesterday either. Chamomile cat. I already finished the Olympics challenge on this. I'll probably talk about the Olympics challenges just a little. How did they go after the last events are done? And I mean, there's only two that, well, I definitely will watch the women's 50-kilometer cross country, and then there would be women's half pipe, but I think they're on at the same time, so probably not gonna happen. I'll definitely watch the skiing because Finland still has a chance for another medal. Would be exciting if I had to stitch some more medal stitches. But the chamomile cat. So I can't get a saga file for this one. But I was told that this designer does file for Fantastitch, which is the program made by Miroshka, the kit maker. So I then, of course, immediately messaged her and asked if I could get it, and so I did. She actually gave me access to all the patterns that I bought from her. I think I bought probably 6. So now I can stitch any one of them, and I don't have to just work from a printed pattern or looking at the PDF on the screen or something like that. So that is great. So last night was the first time I was using Fantastitch, and it's very nice to use. It's I think it's quite similar to Saga. It doesn't have as many things, I think, like that you can do, but then again, I haven't really like gotten that much into it yet. I was just marking off my stitches and and whatnot. So, but that was great. It's gonna be so much easier to work on this now. Now I forgot, because now I know the percentage of this as well. Let me have a quick look. Quick look, quick look. Okay, there's my chamomile cat. What does it say? It is now 59% done. That was amazing. I did not think that it was like I had done that much. But yeah, now that I have the digital pattern in a program, it'll be so much easier to do the half stitches, because I can see the ones just with that color, and it is so much easier to do them. So this is where I got to. So when I picked this one to work on, like after the woolly jumpers was finished, so I had done a little bit of the half stitching up here, just a bit. So I did all of that then during the Olympics, doing 100 stitches a day. I think I am absolutely thrilled with how much I got done. Absolutely thrilled. Yeah, the cat is not, it's not fully stitched yet. Like, this area is pretty empty still. I think there's empty on the other side as well. There's going to be some half stitching here on the other side of the cat. So just need to keep filling this up. And but yeah, I love the way it looks. It just looks so fabulous. Of course, there's sparkly fabric, and yes, so happy that I don't have to struggle with the printed pattern now. Oh, that just helps big time. Oh. Yeah, so the very last night of the Olympics, I always just get so sad when the Olympics are finishing, because it's like you look forward to it for so many years, and it's just so exciting when they start, and then at some point it's like, I think I'm ready for them to finish, but you still don't want them to finish though. I was sad last night when I was watching the last biathlon event, but then I was like, well, the biathlon season still continues next month. And actually the next competitions are from Finland, so that's exciting. And made me a bit sad that a couple of the big names in the women's biathlon retired now after that last event in the Olympics. And I don't know, it just makes me sad, because you're used to always seeing them compete, and especially the German one, prize, she won the World Cup last year. So I was a bit sad that she's now retiring, but I think she was starting to struggle again with health and whatnot. So it was like time to finish it here. But yeah, it almost feels like, well, what does one do once the Olympics are finished? But I'm sure there's plenty to do after. And then this, like, starting to look forward to like the football or soccer World Cup. Is it like around June, July, somewhere there? So that'll be exciting to watch. And but yeah, with stitching, I'm definitely ready for the Olympics to finish now. I am happy I took part in those Olympics challenges. But yeah, I'm definitely ready for those to finish now, because there are things I really want to stitch, and I did not really have time for anything other than what I had to stitch. I mean, I set them for myself, so it's like you had to stitch these. I still need to do my second whip go. I'm so dreading it, but need to do it. I still need to also have my RTO kit, the Wild Rosemary Day. I just haven't had a good day for it yet, but there's still a month left. I really want to work on it. Also need to start writing at least the March stitching plan, which I do find quite exciting. I've really enjoyed having these my stitchy lists. Just, oh my gosh, they made life just so much easier. Most definitely. I also had a separate list for the biathlon, just so I can go and check that I'm keeping up and everything. But yeah, stitchy wise, I'm very excited for the Olympics to finish. So it's like at the moment I'm kind of daydreaming of some finishes, because like next month is my birthday. How did it come around again so quickly? So at the end of the month, end of March is my birthday. Oh, and of course in April I usually do my whip parade early April, so that'll be coming up soon. I feel like I still feel exhausted after doing the previous whip parade. Oh dear, yes. But there'll be less whips this time. Yeah, and some of the ones that have been there like every time I've made a whip parade so far won't be there anymore because they were finished. But yeah, I'm hoping for a few finishes in March. Should I even say a few? Oh, that sounds very scary when I say that. The sheep, the autumn sheep, I would like to finish it in March. Yeah, because it's from 26th to 11th, and from the March 12th to March 26th. So it should definitely get finished, because if it doesn't get finished otherwise, with those, I'm just gonna have to stitch an extra to get it done, the border. Then of course I want the quail finished. I mean, that could be this month. I don't know yet. I really need to do the whip go. Just get those must stitch things done first. Then I'm wondering about the chamomile cat, because yeah, it's at 59%. But I can move a lot quicker now. Or I do still have 3,723 stitches. Okay, that is actually quite a bit left. 2,500 cross stitches. Really? I have 2,500 cross stitches left? Looking at the statistics on that app, I'm a bit wondering. I don't think it has that many cross stitches. It has tons and half stitches. Anyway, need to figure it out. But I would love to finish it. I don't know if I can. It has more than I thought. Just ponder. I would also so love to finish the red currants, the Veronique Angier web, because it doesn't have huge amount of stitching left. It would be so nice to finish it. That's at 68% now. yeah, I suppose there's only so many things I can finish, but I'm definitely going to have a couple of finishes at least. Yeah, depends on the quail. Okay, I think it's 6 o'clock. What time does was it 8:30 when the women's skiing starts, or 7:30? Okay, I'm just gonna I don't know. I'm just gonna look and think about what to do next. Yeah, okay. I am actually ready for the Olympics to finish. Good morning. So it is Monday morning, and 9:15. Olympics are now definitely finished, and God, I feel so tired. I'm gonna try and stay awake today. See if I can start getting my sleep back to normal. When is it ever normal? I'm always complaining about my sleep. So, who knows? But I'll give it a go. I was going to tell you about give a little Olympic stitching report. I mean, I don't think there's really much to tell but just to cap. So, because I had the marathon challenge, which was 100 stitches a day, and I finished the woolly jumpers, and then swapped to the chamomile cat. I did a little bit more stitching here last night. So it's nice because you can see the outline of the second one. There's another flower. So once I get out the colors for those, I can get 2 flowers done, and it'll be really nice to then do the backstitching on them. They look good. Yeah, having that file really makes a huge difference for this one. It has so much half stitching there, and it is just craziness. Then I had the decathlon challenge, which was the 10 different whips at 300 to each. Got that done. I think I got going on that one like really quickly, and then all of a sudden it was like, what, I have like 2 days left and I still had 1 or 2 left to do. I don't know where the time went, but I think I just had so much to stitch. I ended up changing my original plan a bit, like ended up working on some different ones, but mostly the same though. So I did 300 on Wonderful North, the RTO kit, Guardian of the Harvest, which was the one with the nice pumpkin, woolly jumpers, Red Riding Hood and the RTO kit, then the red currants, then First Snow, Spring Has Come, another RTO kit, By the Sea, which is patiently waiting here to be worked on. It keeps looking at me like, you know, why aren't you working on me? So, Kitten's Secret Stars, which is also waiting for me there behind the By the Sea. And the last one was Winter Quail. And for the medal challenge, I mean, I wasn't expecting to really stitch anything at all for it. Maybe like a couple of medals. But so I did the medals together for Finland and Australia. There ended up being 3 gold medals, 3 silver medals, and 6 bronze medals. So 12 medals altogether. I still can't believe it. So that's 900 for so it was 900 altogether for sweeping planes, which really appreciated getting those extra stitches. Then it was 600 for Moomin and the Sea for the silver medals, and 600 stitches for the quail, winter quail, for the bronze medals. There were so many bronze medals. Felt like I was picking it up all the time. And in fact, I have a finish. There it is. Winter quail is finished and has a lovely silk scarf. It really does look lovely on this fabric. I really do like this fabric. And I of course left out the snowflakes because it really doesn't need the snowflakes. And I think the pattern had even a border to go around. Certainly didn't need that. It looks lovely, lovely like this. So with the scarf, I didn't realize it that even though I was looking at the cover picture, I somehow didn't get it that I think it was done with all 6 strands. I did mine with like 2 strands. But I think I'm really happy with how it looks. I think it looks nice and smooth and elegant. Yeah, and nice and shiny. I think it looks really lovely. Yeah, the other one is just like a bit chunkier looking scarf, if you see the one here. But yeah, if I didn't like the way it looked, I would have just taken it out and done it with the full 6 strands. But yeah, there it is again. But yeah, I'm really happy with this scarf. I think it looks great. Woohoo! So that is finish number 7. It's very exciting. And that means that I now I'm back to 75 whips. Why is it that I keep finishing these damn things and I feel like I'm not going downwards at all? Then again, when you need to do a new start, it goes up and then it takes a while again to, like, you go 1 up, then you have to finish 2 to get back, like, further back where you were then, sorry. You need to finish again 2 to make further progress, not just to get back to where you were before. Because I so would love to start new ones. I really would. But I'm excited to still keep finishing. Yeah, I feel like now that the Olympics are done, yeah, I just need to couple of days now to calm down a bit from it and wind down a bit and sort my February stitching. Yeah, I definitely need to catch up on dimensions today. I need to do 3 days worth of that. So it's that and the get going with the whip goggle. I think I'm a little bit scared of the whip goggle. I really am. I am a bit scared. That's why I keep avoiding it. But it's still 850 stitches, so I really need to get on with it. I can do it. I can do it. It's just stitching. I think what I dread the most is it's a bigger fabric and I need to be stitching the corner. It always like a bit harder to reach and whatnot. Like, I don't know. No, I think I'll always make it a bit complicated, but okay, we're about to head out soon, so I think I'm gonna get a Q-snap out and put that fabric on so it's ready to go, because I did get a few threads out These ones. Very, very blues. Very blue dominated the corner. Okay, I'm excited to come back and share further updates. But this is already the winter quail is already the second whip I'm finishing during the biathlon season. That's pretty exciting. Did I already say that Chamomile Cat is going to be my biathlon whip now for the end of the season, so March? Because I still need to have a whip for it, because it has worked really well for me, like adding those 100 stitches. Of course, it needed a lot more than just those, but you know what I mean. It's that bit of extra progress here and there. It just makes it all happen. Ooh. Now I'm excited to find out what's next month's whip go. Yeah, why do I always put the whip go all the difficult ones? Kind of the point though. Get them moving again. Okay, here I still am in my hoodie and just be patiently waiting for you to come back. Okay, let's start doing like a bit of catching up on what's been happening, the stitching since the Olympics finished. No, it hasn't been a week yet. It's been like, has it been a week? Have I not filmed for a week? Oh, that is bad. Really? I didn't realize that it's been that long. Gosh, Suck, what happened? Anyway, I'm here now. I'm here now, so let's just so I was talking last, I think, about working on my second whip go goal for February. If you remember, this is the pattern that was my whip go goal, and it had a very small start. Let's see. It was at 0.24%. And the goal was to do 850 stitches. So I counted my way to the top left corner and started from there. I did 850 stitches and now I am at 1.84%. So still not very far, but it is, the start is not as pathetic as it previously was. So there it is, the very pretty corner with the blues, and now that I know, at least there's like an indigo as well. I think that looks really nice, that corner. Sorry, just having a quick look at it. I definitely struggled with the fabric. I kept adjusting the fabric so that it would be easier for me to reach the area where the stitch. If I managed to sort that out properly, I could really work on this much more. Because I did enjoy it. But yeah, how nice is it to have, like, finally to have like a proper start? Because like my actual start just shows here, it was like a little bit of tree top. And yeah, so there we go. Quite a few blues there. What was I going to show? Oh, I was going to check that. When did I actually start that one? Oh, I started it 2024. I did have quite a few whips still at that time. And because it was a sort of difficult one, because I would have to count and all that, it just didn't get worked on. But I'm really glad that it got worked on now anyway. I'm like, what was my other... Oh, Dimensions Winter Housing was the other whip goal. And I did show that in the previous video. That one went from 1.13% to 6.74%. So that was very, very exciting. Okay, let's put that away. I really should have made a bit of a plan, like in what order am I going to show things and what to do. But I mean, it really doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. Sometimes I like overthink, so like it somehow would make like a huge difference to something, but it really, really doesn't. So what else? Oh, guess what? I had a stitchy visitor last week. Yes, a real life stitchy visitor. Another Flosstuber. It was the lovely Judy, who has whose Flosstube is an Aussie and Kiwi go traveling. It's like every time I say that or need to write it to someone, I'm like, did I get it right? Did I get it right? But I'm pretty sure that that is the name of it. So she and her husband are traveling around Australia at the moment. And as she was coming to Melbourne, she sent me a message that would I be okay with her coming to visit? First when I saw the message, I was like, oh, I don't know. Ah. But then it didn't take long, and I wrote back, yes, I would very much like that. And that I'll be very, very nervous. But I still would really like that. So she came for a visit. Got to sit in my green chair. And she got to meet Mr. Bird. And she got to go through some of the finishes from the under the bed finishes bag. And it was just, it was so lovely to meet her. Oh, I'll pop here a picture of us too. Yeah, she was just super lovely. She's so chatty and just wonderful. And yeah, what a nice visitor to have. So I'm really, really glad that I said yes to that visit. It was nice to talk about stitchy stuff and other stuff, and yeah. And as usual, I really shouldn't have worried so much beforehand, but it's just impossible to stop it. Like, I really do try and stop it. But the fears are just, they are so enormous, like the fear of rejection and criticism and not being good enough. The usual stuff, you know? It's like when I have my senses, you know, I understand that it's, you know, that's just not how it is. But when the anxiety hits, it's like there's just no putting a stop to it. It really just feels impossible. So I pretty much worried until she got here, and it's like as soon as she got here, it was just fine. It was just fine. So I just need more practice. More practice, more confidence, the usual stuff. Thank you so much, Judy, for coming for a visit. And when you go around Australia for the second time, we'll meet again. So that was definitely very exciting. And I think because of the worrying, I didn't even stitch like for a day and a half or something. Because how can I have time for for stitching when I need to worry. Isn't that the problem? Oh dear. Right. So, what else has happened? This gone weekend ended up being a fairly decent stitchy weekend because I decided that because it wasn't yet March, so there wasn't all the new things to work on yet, that I could work on whatever I wanted to. I mean, usually in the evenings I can work on whatever I want to anyway. But you know what I mean. I decided I needed to be brave and finally figure this one out. This is the photo booth series, Bacon and Eggs by Bent Creek. Absolutely love this one. My wonderful friend Sherry from Hecate's Needle got this kit for me because I just couldn't get it from here. So it's like a it's like a partial kit because it comes with the pattern, it comes with the fabric, and the buttons for the piggy's nose, snout, piggy's snout. So the pattern asks for fancy floss, Weeks Dye Works and Gentle Arts. It does come with the DMC conversion, but I find that the Bent Creek patterns often have a really weird conversion. And I did not have the fancy floss. I did not want to spend money on buying the fancy floss. Yeah, the DMC conversion, that's what I first started stitching this with. And I was so not happy with the colors. They were really weird. Like the color for the little chicks, it was like a dark gold. I've never seen chicks that color. Okay, maybe there are chicks that color, but I wanted mine to be yellow, like here. So I knew that I would have to pick my own colors for this one. And you guys know that I really struggle with color picking because I just don't have the confidence for it. I so fear making a mistake and just massively struggling with it. So I kept just avoiding it because it's not like it's a big pattern that it would take forever to stitch, you know. But just the mental stuff to go through to pick the colors, that was the hard bit. I know I'm still insisting keeping it on. I need a little comfort blanket. That's better. So I finally picked the colors the way I wanted. It ended up being more like spring carnival color scheme with some greens and thingies, but I finished it. I really finished it. Oh my god, I finished it, my second finish for February. Who would have thought? Like, I really didn't know what February was going to turn out like for finishes, but I mean, earlier in the month I finished the woolly jumpers that you saw in the last video, and now I finished Bacon and Eggs. Here it is, obviously definitely not ironed. And that is the color scheme I went for. The pink is what that is actually their DMC recommendation. I was happy enough with that. But then the other stuff, except for the white and this frame color, I then picked myself. So the way I did it was I stitched all the whites, I stitched all the pinks, and then it was time to pick some color. So I knew what kind of green I wanted, so I grabbed a couple of different ones just to have a look at them next to the pink, and that was the one I went for. Then I picked the yellow, because I ain't going for dark gold for that. Picked a nice yellow. And then the red, I definitely wanted a brighter red, because that had, like, even the cover picture has like a dark burgundy. I'm not going for dark burgundy. Then the eggs, because there was already white and the yellow being used. And the pattern had like a blue, like a medium blue, middle blue, what do you call it? But they look like Swedish flags to me, those eggs, and I'm not having Swedish flags. Swedish flag eggs on my pagan and neck stitching. I'm sorry, you lovely Swedish stitchers there. I'm sorry, but no Swedish flags there. But I still went for a blue, but it's just a very light blue. I was very happy with that. Yeah. So it's just like a faint sort of blue. You can still see that it's blue though. And for the legs and the beak, yeah, it was just like orangey brown kind of color. So there we go. And I decided that for the eyes, I'm just gonna I used petite beads, black ones, because I was not going to be fiddling with French knots for those tiny cheeks there. Absolutely not. So there we go. Gotta finish. This meant that my whip count went down to 74. And then, oh, before I forget, I spent my weekend stitching with Jane Tennyson. So Prime Suspect is the series. I love Helen Mirren's Jane Tennyson. I watched that a couple of years ago, no, a few years ago probably. And it was time to watch it again. So I still have some time to spend with her. I also found a series that they had made. I think it was it Prime Suspect 1973? And I was so excited. I loved it. Then I Googled that, you know, are they making more? And I think the series had been made like 2017 or something. And they never made more. What a bummer, because I really, really, really liked it. I really liked that first season. And I really wish they had done more. So it was after that I decided to watch the original Prime Suspect. But yeah, still have some left to do. And can I just say that I'm still missing watching Inspector George Gently. I am so surprised that I liked it that much. That, yeah, I really liked George Gently. Might have to rewatch that sometime. Yeah, okay. Okay, but now I got off topic, so okay, let me just have a quick look. I jotted down just a couple of things. Right. So yesterday was Sunday, and first thing in the morning we went out for a drive to sort of like northeast of the city. There's a lot of farms there, like flower farms, berry farms, that sort of thing. We used to go there sort of once a summer to buy raspberries from a farm, but unfortunately they don't sell to public anymore. But I have been wanting to visit one of the strawberry farms, and it has been difficult to find good strawberries. So we decided that we're gonna have a drive there, and got a couple of kilos of strawberries, which was great, and they were delicious. And driving there is just so amazing because the scenery is just so lovely. It really is. It's like you end up being in a different country. I guess coming, yeah, from just area, you know. So that was lovely. And when we got home, it was time to do some more stitching. And I had another finish. I really had another finish. Like, seriously. Where's my finish? There it is. I think I'm gonna put that. Let's make me some space here. So, you know that I've been doing the 26 in 26 challenge, which is the one where every fortnight I set myself a stitchy goal, which has been me working on the Moth Dance series by Collection Tralala. My goal has always been 500 stitches a fortnight because that's the minimum you can do for a stitchy challenge, because you can also do like a non-stitchy challenge for yourself, like if you need to sort something out or kit projects or whatever it is. I think I'm just gonna do stitchy ones. So I really have struggled with this sheep. I mean, you saw me work on it earlier because I had forgotten to do my 500 stitches. But then already the next fortnight came up. And yeah, I am so glad that I decided to work on this one or that challenge, because otherwise I would still not be touching this one. It would just be sitting there in the project bag. And now it's finished. There it is. Wow. And as you can see, I did not do that weird thing in the corner, but I think it's perfectly fine without it. Oh, so yesterday, actually when we were out, I had to get another skein of this color because I had run out. I only had like a little bit left, like 2 columns here and a tiny bit here. So that's all I had to do. Then when I came home, and it is finished. So now so as I said, it's a seasonal one, a seasonal series. So I have done the autumn and winter. Let me see, where's my... Here is the winter. I think this is so lovely. It looks so nice. So I've got that, I've got the autumn. I've got a fabric waiting here for the next one, which I do not want to start yet. And then the other 2 are the summer and spring. So I've done the summer, which is this one. Oh yeah, I did the winter one first, then I did this summer one. I remember I had to stitch twice this because I first stitched it too tight. I just wanted to redo it. So only one more to go now, which is fantastic. But yeah, I don't want to start it yet because then my whip count goes up again, and yeah, I'm not ready for that. I'm just once more. There it is. Yeah, I think that this one ended up being such a struggle because I was so nervous of that massive leaf and the pumpkin. I think because of big blocks. It has now been folded. Nicely like the other ones. And of course at the end it did not end up being that bad. And I've been doing more blocky things like last year. So I should have had more faith in my abilities, I think. Maybe it'll come. Maybe it'll come. I forgot I was going to show a little video after the other finish, but I think I'll pop it here. So what happens when I finish something? So what I do first is go to my categories list, and if I finish something from here, I use the whiteout or whatever you call it to cover the name, then get the next one from the bags and write it over it. That's why there's so much of the white. But this time didn't finish anything from here. Then I go to my possible finishes list, and of course here it is, so that gets crossed over. Then I have a separate list here, paper pattern whips, because I really would like to finish a lot of these this year. And these are like for if I want to watch a show and that I don't want to use Saga or anything, then I could just look through this list and pick something from here. So there we go. Wow. There we go. Bacon and eggs. Surely there's something. Yep. Okay. I already thought that. What has nothing been finished from there? Then I get my current whip list. Oh damn. Oh, sorry. Sorry for the excellent camera work. And go and find it there. Here we go. Let me just put that on. So there we go. It crossed over. Then I go look at the previous finish that I had, which is the winter quail, and I mark there 75. So I cross over that, and right there 74, because that is the current number of whips. So that is just how I keep track of it. Not very exciting system, but I don't know, I figured that it kind of works for me. So if I start a new one, then I just add to it, and then next time again take it off. So I try and remember to always cross off when I have like the number has changed, whether it's gone up or down. So that's it. And then the paper, the project bag gets put away. Here's my pretty project bag. Still love this project bag. I love this fabric. It is so pretty. Isn't it gorgeous? So when I have a next smaller project, it will definitely go in here. And then I usually just get rid of the pattern, but I think I'll keep that and ask, because I think there's somebody who was wanting it, so I'll see about that. So there it is. That's all that happens. Okay, back again. Just wanted to show that little video. I probably should have waited until I finished the sheep one, because then I actually did have to change the project on my categories, because of that we now have a new, okay, one day I'll be good at explaining things. That is my goal in life. Okay, so you know, one of my categories is animals, and the mouton automne was my animals category whip. So as that got done, Mr. Bird got to pick a new one from here. I'm a little bit scared and a little bit excited. Oh my God, it is Moth Dance by Vic Dolan. I love that project, but I've also been very nervous about it. It is definitely my biggest backstitching project. So let's have a look. It is at 9.24%. Just show you the mock-up from Saga. There it is. It is absolutely gorgeous. But yeah, what I need to do is do all the cross-stitchy bits first, the grey and the black, and then I can start doing more of the backstitching to create the moths, because I started with the backstitching first, and no matter how much I tried, I just kept making mistakes for some reason with the counting. I just don't know why it was happening. So I want to have all the cross stitches there to count from. And if I make a mistake, then I can fudge it somehow and I know it'll fit. So I just got it out. It's like today is kind of like the day to swap things over. It's a project bag with moths that my friend Margaret made for me, specifically for this whip. Let's see. I'm looking at it, I'm like, which direction is this? Okay, so it's not much there to see or to recognize yet. So this is the top, yeah, top corner. So that is where I started, like when I was doing a middle start. So I did some of this cross stitching here. There is surprisingly much of the cross stitching to do. So I am a little bit nervous because so many of the projects in the categories now are quite big. But I mean, that is how it's going to end up anyway, sooner or later, because I have quite a few bigger projects. Yeah, I'm just a little bit nervous. I have 11,547.5 stitches. Whoa, that is a lot. But like cross stitches, I have 5,017 cross stitches left to do. I've done 1,000. What? I've done 1,000? Did that have 1,000 stitches, cross stitches? I still say the same thing always, don't I? I'm all lost with how many there really are. Yeah, so that's it for the animal category. But I still like having the category whips, whether I work on them a lot or not. I like having them, and I like finishing them and then getting to grab a new one. So I will definitely keep them. And what's next? Wow, so many things. Might as well have a look at the dimensions, because last when I showed, I had that left slice. That's what I was working on, I think, when I last showed it on one of the little videos. So I got that slice done, except I didn't want to do the French knots because they'll be left underneath the Q-snap. And I've moved the fabric, and this is now the area that I'm working on. So I think this is the slice. I just really wanted to work on the building a little bit now. So that's mainly what I worked on, but I have added all of these as well. So sometimes I go for the colors that have the least number of stitches. I just go with those. Sometimes just pick something that I might just want to work on. But I still do find its Dimensions Gold Collection projects quite difficult. I really do. I didn't do the 100 stitches yesterday because I just wanted to get like this video done so that then I can start my March stitching like properly. I mean, the sheep ended up being a March finish, but that's okay. I still want to show it finished though. But it does look beautiful. It really does look beautiful. It's just not a straightforward kind of stitching for me yet. But I will keep working on it though. And my lovely stitcher friend Ruth is also working on that at the same time, and also adding 100 stitches a day, so we are pretty much going the same speed. I think she's more diligent about doing the 100 every day. I'm more like, I might skip a couple of days and then get back and just get caught up and whatnot. Doesn't matter which way it gets done. Okay, let me have a quick look now. This was the February plan. As you can see, plenty of red marks there. The red marks here are the good ones. So I did do all the dimensions. Whip go, got both done. I like it that I did mark the starting percentage and then where it ended up. Then it was the 26, so There were 3 fortnights and got them all done. Biathlon stitching. Was the winter quail, yes. New start, which really I barely ended up working on the new start. I did not find a good time that felt right for working on it. So it'll get worked on whenever. Oh, no. The only thing I didn't do is my RTO Wild Rosemary Day. Like, I was totally planning to work on it on Saturday. But then I ended up somehow finding that bacon and eggs and worked on that instead. So I need to somehow work on it. So this is what the March plan looks like. So we of course have the dimension stitching again with nothing crossed there yet. And then we have Whip Go. For Whip Go, 2 incredibly pathetic starts will get worked on. Okay, so I did get those out as well, so I can show them, even though, like, especially this first one. There's like hardly anything there to see. I don't even know which direction this is. I better find the picture first. First one is this May pattern, which is beautiful. And as you can see, I've already set there my goal for 850 stitches. So when I start stitching, it'll count it down for me. No, it'll count up. So this one, I've done 93 stitches and it is at 1.27%. That is my start. Woohoo! Oh my goodness. I thought it was actually going upwards, but no, it's going down from the middle. But I can't wait to see what this will look like after I've added 850 stitches. It feels like a huge amount of stitching. How many does that have altogether? It has 7,214. It actually has more stitches than I thought that it did. But yeah, 850 will be fantastic. Then the second one that got called. You remember this one? From the Anchor Maya collection. It is the cliff top footpath view, which I still think it is amazing. It'll be so beautiful. This one, I know that this one I just need to get past that bottleneck and it'll be so enjoyable. I think I will enjoy this the same way as I did the woolly jumpers. I think it's just beautiful. But the start has been so difficult. It is at 2.95%. Actually, that might not be accurate because on my Saga, you can buy this as that slice or as like a big project. The Saga file that I have is for the big project, so I marked off all the bits that aren't in this kit. So the count, it actually says that it's at 72.95%. So I don't actually know what the real percentage is. But I think I'm just gonna go and like keep saying whatever goes over 70%. I don't know. I had this out a little while ago to add a little bit to it. So that's it. I really would like to keep going downwards here, would love to like hit like the bottom corner. So I'm gonna see how the pattern looks when I put this on a Q-snap and what feels like will be the best way to stitch it. But I think I will do that. See how far down I can go. Yeah, so this one will have the same goal as the May one, the 850. So what else do we have for this month? So the 26th in 26, the first one was from the 26th and it'll be until the March 11th, but I already did it on the sheep one. So on the 12th, I will need another project. And like I said, for this one, I'm going to work on projects from the possible finishes list. I was thinking I would go exactly in the order that they are in there. But now I'm like, I don't know. Because the next one is the chamomile cat. But it has so many half stitches. And you can't set goals, I think, on the Fantastic app like you can in Saga. So it's like I would have to keep track of the... Oh, then again, it does show like how many you've done in a day. Okay, so I'll think about it. I'll either go with that, or I will just grab one of the other ones. Because there's some really good options. Like I would really like to work on Guardian of the Harvest. I'd like to get that finished. Another one would be the Veronique Anginger pen, the red currants. I'd really like to finish that. So it's like doing 500 on that would also be great. I even have First Snow on there, so, or the Moomin and the Sea. It's like, yeah, they're really good options. I would also like to finish Texas Bluebonnet. I'm thinking doing 500 on that. Like that would be on the list after Chamomile Cat. Should I go for that one? Because that one doesn't get called to be stitched very often. So it's kind of the same as the Autumn Sheep. I think I'm going to go with the Texas Bluebonnet. Because those other two, the Garden of the Harvest and the Red Currants, I'm going to work on those anyway. Okay, I like this. And the Chamomile Cat, I want to work on that as well. In fact, Chamomile Cat, as it is now the current Biathlon whip. And I don't know, I worked at least a little bit on it since I last showed it on the video. So I just felt the last bit of the yellow there for the flower. And I started doing some grey. And I think I've done a bit more of the half stitching. I just so badly want this done, but still has a fair. But I'm going to keep working on it because, so on Biathlon days, it gets 100 stitches. And there are 12 days of Biathlon left this season. So 1,200 stitches still coming up for this, which is so amazing. So I'll definitely be able to fill up like the half stitching that is up here, do the flowers, and hopefully this bit of the cat, and then it will be just this side, what is left there. Oh my gosh, that feels so exciting to me. This one has been such a difficult one that I want it finished. Gosh, I love finishing these difficult ones. Oh my gosh, it is just so amazing. Okay, one more thing left. Two things left on the March stitching plan. So I went yesterday to look at semi-sane stitches, the Facebook group, to see what challenges had been posted for March, because they sort of often come like on the first day of March or something. I so wish that they were posted like a couple of days before the month starts, so they can get prepared. But yeah, busy. I know they're pretty busy. As long as they come, you know, doesn't really matter too much. Anyway, there were two color challenges, like stitching colors, and I have decided to do both of them. So the first one is It's Not Easy Being Green, which is all about stitching just green. And they often have the 3 levels for the challenges. You can do the sane, the semi-sane, or the insane. So for this one, it was either 1,000, 2,000, or 3,000 stitches of just green. I'm like, I don't know which one. I would love to say that I could do like 3,000 stitches of green. But the biggest problem I have is just how I'm going to keep track of the green that I do. Or do I just look for wherever I have green, take my pictures, do the stitches? I feel like I just don't want to take pictures of all the green that I'm going to stitch. I might just keep writing them down. Maybe if you even film those though. And so I think I'm going to set as my goal 1,000 stitches of green. And once I've done those 1,000, if I still feel like continuing with more green, I can always do another 1,000. Nothing's stopping me then. But I'm going to do the 1,000 and see how that goes. And then the other challenge is a rainbow connection, where you have 7 colors, well, colors of the rainbow, and you do, it's again 100, 200, 300 stitches on each color. I'm going to do 300 on each of those colors. So red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, and violet. I was worrying about the indigo because I'm like, how do I know which blue is indigo? But I think it's more like the little bit more purple blues. And I have some on that the one with the night sky, the one I did as the Whip Go Go for last month. That has definitely some of the indigo color. So I'm going to put my 300 stitches with that one. And the rest, I should be able to find 300 on each of the other colors fairly easily. And you can double dip the green, but I don't know. I don't usually like double dipping and challenges because I want more stitches done. So it always feels like, well, I don't really want to double dip them, but we'll see. If I end up going for 2,000, maybe I'll need that extra 300. So that's it. That's the plan for March. It is my birthday coming up at the end of March. I mean, can you believe that it's been a year? Again, a year. Been a tough year, but yeah, I still have such good memories from my birthday last year. I feel like it was like the best birthday ever. It really was. Gosh, it came out of nowhere. So this year definitely going to be a quieter birthday, I reckon. But hopefully nice still the same. I think Mr. Bird has some sort of plans. I don't know what they are. But I don't think I'm gonna do a birthday new start. Because I've barely gone anywhere with my new start last year. Like I said, it's always the same. When I plan something, a new start, it goes nowhere. It takes a really long time for me to actually properly get going with those whips. So I don't want to force it. If around my birthday I just randomly get like a spontaneous need to start something, maybe then, but otherwise there's not going to be a new start. I'm just so keen to keep finishing. I really am. I just can't say it enough how much I'm enjoying finishing these and getting the whip count down. Because I was just talking about whip counts with people, stitchers who are in the Facebook group, and because I asked how many whips does everybody have, and it was just so fun. Such a variety of whips, like anything from 3 to like I don't know, almost 200 or whatever, all that craziness, which is fun. I gave many of them a red light alert because they're getting too close to the 100, which is the red light alert. Oh, so but yeah, it was really fun, and I talked about with one of the stitches because she said that she doesn't really feel anxious the number of whips that she has, and I thought about it that I feel anxious about like so many things in life, like almost anything and everything. But the number of whips, like I don't really feel anxious about that. The reason why I want to get my numbers down is just that I get to work on the whips more often and like give them more time. I never have the feeling that I need to work on everything each year. That I'm not bothered about that. But I don't want them to sit there for many years without being worked on at all. So I'm hoping that as I have less whips, yeah, I can work on them some more. That is the main goal. So this year, really need to work hard on these whips. I'm enjoying it. I hope that I'll still find like a little bit more confidence in my stitching abilities. So I can really throw myself like I know that I'm going to get a certain amount of stitches done. I'm still like, every time I decide like, okay, I'm going to finish that, there's so and so many stitches, I can like easily do, at least the 600 a day. But I immediately start like falling apart that I can't even get to 100 or whatever it is. That's what I start doing. And it's all silliness. It really is. It is that weird managers that we have had that keeps trying to tell me that I can't do these things so that I don't try too hard because the manager tries to protect us from getting hurt again. But that manager is not a good friend. Not at all. I need more of the encouraging friends to can tell me that, of course, you can get it done. So there we go. Okay, is there anything else we need to talk about? Let me have a look. No, nothing there. There's a kit I started, but haven't added anything to it since the last Flosstube, so no need to show that. Haven't touched By the Sea, haven't touched the kitten. Even though lovely Judy said that I really need to work more on the kitten now because she's seen it in real life and it is so beautiful. At least just for you, Judy. So I can admire that because it is so beautiful. It really is so beautiful. Maybe I'll do my blue stitches on this one. Oh my gosh, it is so amazing. And I still need to make the follow-up stitchy video about that. So hopefully that'll come up soon. I do have some plans for some more videos this month because I know the start of the year has been really tough. Oh, I'll show one more thing. In December, oh my gosh, I was gifted a gift certificate to 123 Stitch. Oh my gosh, that was such an amazing surprise. Amazing surprise. And my order was mailed in 2 lots. I think it was like the 5th of December. They still haven't arrived. And I thought that maybe it was just like Christmas, New Year, so I gave them a bit of extra time, but then got in touch with them, I think early February, and after a bit of back and forth, like they have now been resent. I think bar one Mill Hill kit that they obviously didn't have in stock, so hopefully they'll get that one soon. But so one item has arrived because they sent first the one that had been sent separately. So here we go. The little chickadee Mill Hill kit. Can't wait to stitch this one. Get to sort some colors. Love doing that. This will be a wonderful stitch, I think. I will really enjoy this one. Even if it has a lot of blue in the background. But it's not going to be a big area anyway. So that is keeping me company here at the desk and making me happy. And hopefully the rest of the package will be arriving soon. I don't think it had arrived in Australia yet, so eagerly waiting for it and very thankful that they did send it again, because I don't know where did it go, because they use like a shipping company and the tracking, it never seemed to make it to their premises. I don't know what happened, but it's for them to sort it out. Nothing that I can do about it. But that means that I will have some goodies coming this month, so that's almost like a birthday gift. Thank you. More maybe meant as a Christmas gift, but it'll be a birthday gift instead. So thank you. You know who you are. Thank you so much again. Okay. Are we finally done? I'm sorry. Can't leave you without the sparkle. Woo! Oh my gosh, it is so pretty. It is so pretty. Whee! Okay, I'm starting to go silly now. Does that mean that I maybe need a nap? Maybe it does. Okay, anything else? I started watching Shetland season 10. And I'm a little bit fed up with Tosh at the moment. She always has that really weird look on her face, and I'm a little bit tired of that look on her face. Just saying. Because otherwise I've quite liked her. But, just needed to say that. one of those things is like, I don't want to let you go because I bet that as soon as I do, I'll remember something. Okay, I'll just say that I've had 9 finishes this year. Ah, so exciting. And the whips are now down to 73. I guess that's like about the finishes that, what if I manage to finish 3 this month? It would be like a birthday gift for myself to get to 70 on my birthday. It is just, the thought of that is so exciting. But that means finding some confidence. That is not so, that is not so exciting. Okay. Okay, I think it's time to go now. And thank you so much again to everyone for everything. You are just the most amazing friends and the most amazing support and just all around just the most wonderful people. And I'm so glad that you found me. And I'm really glad I found you. I'm so glad that you're here. And can't wait to see what you'll be stitching in March, and you can just tell me all about it. And if you want, I would love to hear what kits are on at the top of your kit wish list at the moment. I posted that question in the Facebook group, and I love kits. I had an RTO and 2 Marushka kits, but I probably should have put pictures here now. But let's put pictures of those as well. Here's the first one. This is the RTO kit. Then there's the Marushka one. Oh my god, how gorgeous is that tree? So beautiful. And this is the third one. That scene is amazing. It is so beautiful. I kind of need to live there. Okay, I'm gonna stop now. And I'll see you sort of mid-month, hopefully. Unless I lose my marbles again and fall off the earth and nobody hears from me. So I'll see you soon. Bye for now.